What's up everyone, this is Cher talking, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be talking about all the new content for the Halloween update or Romancing SaGa universe. We have new banners, we have new content, we have new quality of life updates that will make foraging much easier. First, let's talk about the Romancing Death banner that brings death in a motorcycle, and she's focused on using blunt and shadow damage. And the first attack has only 1 BP, it's not that strong, but it's because you want to use it between this attack called Beast Grudge that has a chance to attack 2 times with S power, so 50% chance for 1 hit, 50% chance to 2 hits. If you hit 2 times, this is equal to triple S damage with only 7 BP, but RNG will not help all the time, so it's kinda a risk. Now, the last skill, Funeral Parade, is a full AoE attack with Shadow and Blunt as well, that can instant kill with medium chance. It's the highest one in the game, but it comes with a price. You can only use this on turn 2. And how many times do you need AoE instant kill in the game in the second turn as well? Not many. It will help in War Tower, but there's plenty of other options to kill these enemies with just damage. So Death has some interesting passives, but they kinda off conflict with each other. The first one, Halloween Time, will buff 5% blunt, 5% shadow, and 5% overall damage. That means that you can get as much as 15% increase for these 3 things, but it only lasts for 1 turn. Now, the second passive, Mastery 1, buffs 5% intelligence and agility on every turns and gives 1 BP. This allows Funeral Parade to be used on turn 2 and allows a rotation of School Shot and Beast Grudge for single target enemies. And Fired Up 6, that gives 30% damage increase. From the passives, you can see that there are some problems. Trying to focus on 2 things could have been better. In the long run, only 5% buff to intelligence and agility may not be optimal, but she comes with 115% intelligence and 115% agility, taking the highest accuracy for mages in the game, at least right now. Now, the second character is Nawal's daughter, and she comes with some surprises. They changed her in global. Now she has a 0 BP spell that even has a chance to paralyze, so she never needs to use normal attacks again. It's not the case in the JP version. And the second skill is Shield, a 4 BP skill that can debuff dexterity and do good damage, right? You hardly need this, but the best selling point is the last skill, Trick or Treat Carnival, will debuff all enemies, all status by 15%, inflict defense down so that you do more damage, and also recovers 1 BP to the party. It's a lot of things. It's support, that means that the enemies will be able to evade. It will always land. If you are on an event with plenty of enemies, this is going to help you a lot. But remember that there's decay on debuffs, so on turn 3 and beyond, since you will not be applying this by herself anymore, the value will be low. So you may need more debuffers than just Nawal's daughter into doing that. Her passives are now better, but the first one is focused on debuff, debuffing dexterity and will of all targets on the start of a round, so it loses utility after that. She can still heal everyone when she gets killed, and the third one just reduces damage by 30% and increases the damage she inflicts by 20%. That's actually amazing, and she's the best version of Nawal's daughter to use on hard content, since she also has higher endurance and will to survive hits. If you have been using the past version of Nawal's daughter, you know that she's pretty squishy, but now you are fixed. The next character is Tatiana, and she is actually a strong blunt damage dealer for Club's Remembrance battle, but nothing much besides that, since we have plenty of gunners and other characters that can do blunt damage. The first skill is just a little more than normal attack, nothing special. The second one is a 7 BP attack that you can cycle between, that actually gives her morale up. So you use this on turn 1, and then you just use a normal attack with a little extra damage. Yes, that's how she works. Then the last attack is actually pretty good. It's Surprise Steady. For 9 BP you get a full AoE attack with Shadow and Blunt, and does pretty good damage, right? From passive, she's pretty straightforward. 25% chance to get 5 BP. This will help in some scenarios where you can kinda push up for this to trigger and use Surprise Steady 2 times. Then we have 70% damage increase when attacking weak targets. It's okay, but you know that the game just progresses pretty fast with power creep. Besides Remembrance, you'll not be using her for too much time. Then we have Silver, that is now buffing in global as well. She got Glacial Sword Plus that can stun, so if you didn't clear Great Sword Remembrance Kazinsi yet, she's going to help you, but there's other characters that can amplify this to help. The second attack is Frigid Knight. It's a C power attack with Slash and Cold, pretty similar to the latest version of Katarina, but without the stun part. She can use it 3 times in a row, so there is that, pretty easy to use on farming story. And then the last attack's Acrobatic Thunder. This attack here is a 4-hit slash in lightning attack that is actually pretty strong, and can use it on farming. She's going to do damage similar to Madeline Luna Fulgur, but not quite. Can be used on boss fights as well if you are lacking lightning, but she has a strange passive. The first one, she gets 3 AP when she kills a target, so for farming. You can open with Acrobatic Thunder and still have enough for AoE attack on the second turn if she killed someone. Another thing is that she gets a hit up on odd turns. That means that 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. She gets up to 50% damage increase just by doing this, but takes turns to go dead. Besides, she only has 40% increase in damage and starts with 12 BP. She's not on the same levels as Global X Liza, that actually makes much better usage of the heat up setup, since she buffs her own agility, increasing the damage before she has to rely on heat up to get close to current units. Sadly, also very disposable. This banner does not offer as much value because these characters don't have anything much unique to them besides Nawal's daughter. So this banner will receive a low silver grade and can be skipped by many. If you have the first Nawal's daughter, it can be interesting to summon for this one, since it would take plenty of time to see a rerun, and she makes buff strategies better. Now, we have a rerun banner with 5 different units, and they are the first Nawal's daughter. Yeah, they knew people will want the first style to complement the other one, because Water Festival is just so good. Buffs everyone's status, also gives defense boost to stance, decreasing damage, and can stack, and gives 1 BP to everyone as well. She's also a character that can be used in fast strategies with Surging Wave. She buffs everyone's agility, so this can be used in evasion. And Aqua Bash will buff Will, so you can use this to avoid status elements or reduce magical attacks damage. Pretty nice character with very bad status, and the new one is just a status and passive upgrade. If you want to summon for both, it is a huge risk, since you may even have to PD both banners, but that's on you. And this Final Impress is totally unnecessary on the current game. I think that she can give Moonlight to the Global X style, but she's a slash and sun damage dealer that can buff STR and agility with this attack, Hazy Twin Moon. But the thing is, we are going to get a Christmas version of Final Impress, and that one with the Global X is everything you need for Impress. You don't need this one since it will clash, and the utility of this one can be used by different characters, so nothing special. Then there we have Gerard, and although he was on Triple S grade in our tier list, he is already long gone from that. We still have to update the tier list, but it was only because of Steel Blade Light, a very useful skill that changed how we approach hard challenge. But there is Mirza, there is Leon, and now there is Rag Robin. They are much better on doing this. Geralt was only the weakest of them, but because it was a game-changing mechanic, he was there. Now you don't need Geralt if you have any of the other characters I just mentioned. He is only useful for Galactic Rift, Triple S, AoE damage with Sun, but then its turn 2, it's pretty limited in utility, and there's just so many Sun damage dealers in the game that Geralt loses potential. There's Wicked Witch. This character here is actually pretty nice for tower. If you are having difficulty, she saves time by Shrill. This is an AoE attack that debuffs Will, and it just makes sense when you look on her own kit. When landing an attack, she buffs her intelligence, so she has higher chance to debuff Will, and then she also has a chance to inflict Paralyze and Poison when attacking. So just keep using Shrill, you are buffing yourself, debuffing the enemy, and even having a chance to apply Poison and Paralyze. It's useful in tower, not that useful in other scenarios, but when you can apply these things, it's gonna be amazing. Besides that, Energy Storm is not useful and neutralize buffs her intelligence, debuffs intelligence from the enemy, but she doesn't have a very good PP cycle. I don't think this is so useful. Then we have Rook, a very powerful character that is very strong because of Hammer Roll, an attack that opens with AoE and then uses a single target nuke. Can be used for AoE farming, can be used for single target farming, still has plenty of damage passives and make it work. One of the best nukers, but not so useful on boss fights, more useful on farming. Rook is still a very useful unit in the game. So, now let's get back here, and I would say, if you want to summon on the Halloween banner, the best character is Nawal Daughter, followed up by Death, then a mix between Silver first and then Tatiana. And then if you want to summon on the Rerun Banner, and if you are a new player, you can focus on Nawal's Daughter, then Rook, then Wicked Witch, Now we shall check the news. There are plenty of things to talk about. First of all, we are getting plenty of gems because of the triple trigger challenge. We reached out the max rewards, that means 7,000 gems and all these other things here. We can even go here on the present box and see it all here on the claim it. I got 12.8k gems just by logging in today and plenty of other rewards. That's actually amazing. So thank you, Square Enix and Ishikawa-san. Let's click here on news again. There are plenty of other things alongside this update. New event and also new gen packages. Let's click here to check. First of all, yeah, the 100 paying gens pool that you can do on the Halloween banner. So a pretty nice thing. I hope they keep doing. I got death from this. Only 100 paid gems. Then the Rerun Banner. There is discounted paid gems for 3 rotations if you want, but the normal price. Then dual sales, they are now different since they had to change stuff based on Apple new direction. I don't understand much about this, but most people will have a little lower value. They talked about this before and they even gave us 3,000 gems as compensation. Then we have a login bonuses for Halloween that will give us 1,000 gems. This home screen missions for 2,000 gems, unamplified for Glacial's Word that we saw with Silver for stun. Then the new event called Death Halloween Parade, where you face death. There's also some limited shop packages, Death's Halloween Parade 1 and 2, for gold pieces and platinum tickets. And you drop stuff to enter this event called Happy Halloween Party, and this one will give you gold pieces and pieces of old welfare styles alongside platinum tickets. There will also be this new Super Training Dojo, that you get some style pieces for SS units, and also promotion scrolls to upgrade your characters. This is everything that's on news. Well, the first quality of life update is related to Forge. When you go here to Forge, you can choose a weapon just fine. Click on Forge, choose the number, the type, click Forge, and now something will appear here. As you can see, you can click this box to rename the weapon to any you like. You can just name the character that will be using it to be easier to choose from. You can also just click this lock button to lock the weapon instantly. This is going to make forging much easier. They also did something. They changed the background of the weapon when you get double or triple double S rolls. So let's do it till we find. Won't take much time, I guess. That your eye can notice you got a better weapon. That's what we want, at least double SS rolls. As you can see here, I just lock it and I can just name this Leon. Although it's a bad weapon, have better ones, just so you can understand. Now, after that, you can sell weapons much faster now, since they removed the lock of 100 weapons. Click sell all. In my case, I just click on all types and click sell. And now you can sell more than 100 if you want, making it much faster to sell all the trash you don't want. Now, another quality of life update comes in the form of characters and weapons. Now you'll be able to see the series a character belongs to right when changing weapons, and also the gender. In this case, Rufus has this icon meaning that he's a male, and you can just choose weapons like this one here that will work for him without having to check my spreadsheet or just look on the game's database. That is actually very good, and since we can rename weapons, you will be able to see the names by clicking here and choose the one that was made for your character. And another thing they added is an increase over the weapon mastery levels. You can click here on player information and it will give you this page where you can click the master level of the weapon you want to see, and in this case I have a level 54 swords that increases 12.5 for my characters, and also plus 12.5 when doing overdrive damage. That is actually not as important as before, because right now characters have plenty of damage passives, and we also have weapons with 99 or so damage increase, so it's just a little extra for those that are collecting characters, because remember, when you increase the style level of your character, you get more weapon masteries. Level 50 was the max before, but now, as you can see, my staff is 52. The max now is 100, and it's too much. People will not be able to get as much as that, but it's a nice thing for those that like to collect and get something extra. So I guess this is it, guys. There's still a story update coming in the future, a new Remembrance battle, but only on the next month. But I wanted to talk about everything we have in the game right now to clear some doubts about banners and the systems. I hope this can help you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to support the channel, there are links on the description of the video. I hope to see you soon in the next one. Bye.